The truth is this, that hyperautomation, intelligent automation, all this, you don't actually get rid of those operational costs. I can only think of maybe one or two companies that have actually taken out headcount. What happens is they take the savings from the automation and they reallocate those funds and that capital to more revenue generating activities. The headcount goes from division A and goes to division B. The savings typically isn't realized, and then now the company is operating at a lower level of expense. They take it and they reinvest it. That's the good use, and that's what the true benefit of intelligent automation does and hyperautomation does. Because what happens is, as you start automating process and you start leveraging these different technologies, you get what's called fractional benefits. You may have 8 people executing a part of a process, and automating a part of it only takes out 0.8 of one person's time across the whole group. You wouldn't remove a headcount because of that. But if you take that times a bunch of different processes, all of a sudden you might be at the equivalent of 20 FTEs worth of savings without having the ability to replace any one human. But there's that much more availability now to do more and better high value tasks and in parts for the employees. So that's really what happens. The savings get reinvested to do more things like towards sales or towards customer service. And that is truthfully the best way to implement intelligent automation, hyperautomation, because it makes the employees that you're working for you feel more comfortable about having automation help do part of their jobs to help them be smarter. The other piece is that you won't really get this overnight. Now, from a results benefit. Now, if you compare it to, say, an SAP migration or putting in a new ERP of some sorts or some type of HR system, sure, you measure things in weeks and months, not years. So it's very fast, but it is not overnight. There are a lot of important technology and business elements that allow you to have that success. And ideally, you're not going to replace a workforce. You're going to augment it. You're going to take the robotic types of pieces off of their mundane tasks out of your employees, and you're going to replace it with things that require intelligence. And you use the technologies to make them smarter, to move faster, to be able to execute their positions with better distinction and better ability to actually create impact for the organization, and speed in particular. And when you combine all that, that does improve the ROI. Now, part of the ROI statement is a measure of expectation. So if you said in your business case for an intelligent automation initiative that we're going to save 50 or 100%, and it's going to be great because we're going to get rid of all these jobs, then your ROI is already going to be challenged. Where I've seen lots of ROI statements be 50% or more, but what they accomplished was 20%, which is still amazing, but it didn't hit the mark. And that's deemed as a failure. So you don't want to be in the position where you're having incredible successes, but you've overpromised and underdelivered because you didn't get the complete impact of how this is going to be implemented into an organization. And that is truly the reality. It is really good. It has incredible movement to move your organization to a better place, but it doesn't happen quite like the vendors and how the industry had originally promised it.